G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Fields of Fire Volume 1, Vietnam, Mission 1, Ala Moana, Part 1. And we're about to go on with turn 8 of 10 against these dastardly VC veterans. Okay. So, as you may be aware if you've been watching these, 2 turns ago, turn 6, we had a whole swag of VC come up out of their tunnels and make a mess of my carefully laid tactical mistakes. This is the other word for plans, I suppose. And we're just about holding our own as we slowly get chewed up. And we need to hold out for another couple of turns, or a few turns, 8, 9 and 10, and clear a couple of more terrain areas. We have 10, I believe, cleared out of the 12 that are required, and as per usual, the biggest thing that's going to screw us is the enemy, other than my great tactics. So, having a look at things. So starting from the top, as per usual, we've got heavy machine gun up in jungle, way the hell up there, who is unspotted. A sniper who has no target at the moment. We have a Kaz up on the hill here. We have 3-1 platoon sitting in the village, who is not under any fire. We have 2-1 platoon, 2-1 squad sitting in this part of the village here, who is under fire from the heavy machine gun, and another squad over here, who is again unspotted. We had a squad here, but he retreated off the map, and we're still currently firing into there. We're going to try and put a stop to that this turn. We have some pinned, a pinned VC squad here in the village, who is under automatic weapons crossfire at the moment. Oops. We have a VC bunker here firing at our poor bunch of troopies in here, unspotted as usual. We've got most of the rest of 1 platoon, well, 1 of 1 and 1 platoon headquarters, along with the RDFO and a paralysed team, and 3 of 2 sitting down here in the gully, not under fire at the moment. This entrenched pinned unit is now firing into here, so this becomes all pinned. That's why I like to go through this at the start, just to make sure I've got it semi-right. And everything here is in a world of hurt at the moment and under fire by them. We still have this poor lonesome paralysed team down here in the brush. He's been there since turn 1, soaking up fire. He was under 3 lots of different fire at the start, but he's still under fire by a sniper in the elephant grass coming over this way, and a bunker with another VC squad and leader firing up into here, and that's why he has sniper, crossfire, small arms fire as such into here. In cover in this rice paddy, we have 2 of 2 platoon, along with 1 of 2 platoon and 2 platoon headquarters under cover but not under fire. We have 4 platoon headquarters out here, who is just swinging in the breeze at the moment, along with 2 of 4, 60mm mortar team and the mortar FO, and they're just sitting there diddly bop. We're not shooting at them at the moment, which is this pinned 3VC squad. Sorry, we are shooting at them at the moment for automatic weapons fire. Excuse me. We have a pinned paralysed unit here in the bamboo that's under fire from a squad down here in the jungle. and also from this squad here. Fire team there with automatic weapons fire into here, and that's why they have a small arms crossfire. I think it's all small arms. Yes, and no, this is now automatic weapons fire. Let me change that. Righto. And we have a pinned paralysed team here, which is under fire from this squad down, enemy VC squad down here, firing into here. Again, everybody's firing into this area. Excuse me. Righto, so we're about to start turn 8. So first things first, as per usual, is our higher HQ, and we have no event. Again, I keep trying to show you the cards, but I know you can't really see them with the glare and everything else. I'll try and remember not to bother. Righto, so the CO is, I think, somewhere up here. That's the company sergeant. The CO is, we've got 2-1 weapons, company CO, and a paralysed team. Yep, that are all pinned in here. Okay, so the CO is going to get 1 command, -1 for being green. Yay! -1 for being pinned, but he still gets 1 command. As far as I am aware, it's a minimum of 1 command. In the initiative part of it, that can go down to 0, but otherwise they stay as 1. So what I'm going to get him to do is actually fire off his red star cluster. So as a ceasefire action, I believe it was. Make sure. Yep. Which is then going to stop these people wasting ammo into here. Automatic weapons fire. These will all still continue to fire. That's fine. Continue to fire. Yep, that's it. That's all I wanted to do, was just stop that rubbish. There wasn't much sense in doing too much else. I could have tried to move him into cover or something, but then he would have ended up being exposed as well. So this way he's got 4 cover rather than 3 + 1 is 4 cover -2 for being exposed. So yeah, that's the way I was working that. Okay, so nobody else is getting commands. Nobody has any saved commands except for the first sergeant, who has 1. So we'll go straight into the EXO. Does not get any commands because he's dead as a dodo at the moment. Well, he's a paralysed team. So the company first sergeant will get 1 command, giving him 2. And he's just going to save it. There's really not a great deal he can do at the moment. He's sitting there in cover. There's nowhere I really want to move him to. Nope. So, the initiative phase, and we have a 1 platoon who gets 2 commands. Now, 1 platoon is here. They're a line unit, so they get their 2 commands, and that's it. And the first thing he is going to do is something. Don't ask me what, I've got no idea. 1 platoon, I don't know. Okay, 2 platoon is going to get 1 command. -1 takes them down to 0 for being green. Now where's 2 platoon again? Sorry. Fat fingers. Where did 2 platoon go? I can't remember. There's 4 platoon. Wow. 2 platoon. 3 platoons dead at the moment, so I've got to try and reconstitute them this time. But 2 platoon. Did they come down here with 4? No. No. Ah. 2 platoon. Where are you? I'm going blinded. They were 3 platoon, 1 platoon. Diddly-dee-dee-dee. 2 of 1. I've lost 2 platoon. Wow, I am going crazy. Paralyzed. 2-1. Company headquarters. Sergeant. Bad guys. Pinned. Couple of 3 platoon units. Little team. 1 of 3. Paralyzed and 2 of 3. Ah, of course, idiot ass. Okay, so he gets 1 -1 for being green, but he's in cover, so he gets 1 anyway. Three platoon doesn't get any, and 4 platoon will get 2, and I just had them right here. So they align and they just get the 2. Right, so what are we going to do with this stuff? We need to clear another couple of cards, that's for sure. So let's do that. So 1 platoon is actually going to use this 3 of 2 platoon here and send them out rather than his own people. And he's going to send him out into the elephant grass here, because that seems like a horrible idea. So that's 1 command to there, and he's going to bank his other. Okay, so we get a friendly troop out here now, and we have a potential contact to worry about. 2 platoon. 2 platoon is undercover, has got 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. Okay, we're going to send 2 of 2 down in here to the brush to clear that out. Again, exposed, and that'll give us another potential contact. And that is it for 2 platoon. 3 platoon has no commands to use, but what they're going to do, 3 platoon, we have 3 of 3 here in cover. We're going to lose 1 and bring back the 3 platoon headquarters into there. And they're done, ready to go. They're just reconstituting the platoon headquarters. And 4 platoon has 2 commands. Okay, so the first thing he's going to do is to jump into cover. which will make him exposed, which is not real flash. But there he goes. And then he's going to order 2 of 4 platoon to chuck a grenade at this bugger here. And that will be the end of his commands. Okay, so 2 of 4 is a line unit, so therefore it is making sure, yep. So therefore it's a draw of 2 for grenade, and we get a infiltrate for 1 and nothing for the second. So that's not going to matter. So we have a grenade miss on there, affecting everybody. General initiative, and we have reshuffle. So the last card, general initiative, we have 1. 1 for general initiative. Okay, so I've got this unit here in the grass with only 1 cover, so I'm going to do a draw for cover, and we have rally on the first. It's a draw of 3, rally on the second, and rally on the third. So general initiative sucked big time. Okay, enemy turn. And they do have a headquarters event, and it is going to be number 3. And enemy event number 3 is displace leaders. Remove any leaders on cards with no US troops. Okay, so the bunker down here had a leader, and he goes. Now, displace. Let me just have a look at what that actually means. If it's going to tell me. No, in the glossary there is no displace. On the activity chart, there is nothing. And in here, for command and control, movement, rally, combat actions, no. So to my way of thinking, displace means he runs away. If I'm wrong, you can let me know, but he's gone. Now, our other leader, I think, was... Did we have another leader? Not there. Not there. Here. Yes. So that's a leader. Displace, remove any leaders on cards with no US troops. So we do have US troops there, so he's going to stay. And that's the only other leader we had, I believe. We only had the 2 leaders out. So that's done. So next up then is the enemy activity check segment. So we have this one, this one, these, this one, this one, him, oops, him, and him. And again, because there's so many, I'm just going to work my way down from the top. So what we have here is our HMG, who has 4 left ammo, so he's still got ammo, and he'll have ammo, I think, right up till turn 10. I forgot to mark it off, I'm an idiot, but he's fine. Okay, so he is the usual, not under fire but as open fire. So on a delay action, on a 1 or 2 he'll do nothing, and on a 3 he'll do a concentrate fire. And he gets a 2, so he does nothing. And he's not under fire, so that can come off. Sniper over here does not have a target, so he just sits there fat, dumb and happy, does nothing. Over here we have a rifle squad. Is not under fire but is open fire. So on a 1 or 2 he'll do nothing, and on a 3 he will do a, let me have a look. He will do a grenade attack. Or try a grenade attack anyway. So we draw, it's a 1, he does nothing, and he's not under fire. Then we have this guy who is a pinned unit with no leader. He is pinned undercover. So it's a draw of 5. And he got a 5, which is supposed to be a fallback. Okay. So fallback, he's got a choice effectively of this brush or this rubber plantation. So he's going to go to the place with the most or the best cover. So he's going to go to the rubber plantation because it has a foxhole. He is going to be in the foxholes, and he will be exposed. So this pinned marker comes off here, and this comes over here. Now, we're still shooting into there, that's all wonderful. He was shooting into here, so he's going to continue to shoot into here. So this becomes a one-way zone of nothing. And he's going to continue to shoot into there because there's lots and lots of people. It's not all pinned fire anymore, it is now small arms fire. Like that, so they're under fire, that's not. So we've gone from a cleared card to a cleared card, except there's a potential contact here, so we've actually dropped 1 cleared card at the moment. Pooh. But because he's moved here now, in fact these guys probably should have been shooting in there before anyway, but they weren't, so they're going to shoot into there. So he is going to come under fire. And even if he had gone up there, he still would have come under fire, but he would have been in worse trouble. So we have automatic weapons fire on him. My brain is getting ready to explode. It's all getting so complicated. So he is under fire. From there. Right. So next one is here. And we have potential contact in the bunker with a leader. Okay, small arms. And they are not under fire. Okay, so on same card as a US unit and undercover is a draw of 4. And they get a 3, and that is, 3 is a fallback. Okay, so this potential contact here is going to wander off there. We have this bunker here, and they are going to fall back. Now, again, They have a choice where they could fall back to the village, because we have unspotted with unspotted, even though they'd be exposed. They can't come up here, they can't come up here. They don't want to go there because there's firing there, so it means here or the gully. Now, having a look up here, we just have a rifle squad. So if they go up there, they'll go into foxholes, exposed, rather than going to the gully exposed. So if they go up here exposed, they'll have one cover. If they go in here exposed, they'll have one cover. If they go here, they'll be at a -2. So it's between here and here. We'll call this 1, we'll call this 2. And we draw a 1. So they're going to go back into that foxhole exposed. With that other squad. Like that. Which means now this PDF goes away. This small arms fire here goes away. And that goes away. And we actually have a cleared card. And since we already have a PDF into here, those troops will fire into here with that rather than splitting their fire, which they can't do. Next one is this sniper over here. So he's just going to do his usual sniper, undercover, unspotted. He's going to go for a concentrate fire. So being a veteran, draw a 3, looking for a reticule. We get a blast, infiltrate, and a reticule. So he does concentrate his fire on our poor little man there, and he is unspotted, so he's not under any fire. Next one we have is this little fella here, which is a pinned squad. Now, he is pinned undercover on a US occupied card. Which means it's a draw of 5, and we get a 4, and a 4 or 5 is a fall back. So where's he going to fall back to, is the question. So again, he's not going to fall back into cards with our troops. He could go to the rice paddy, they'd give him a -2, because it's a 0, so he'd be exposed. So a -2 there. The open would give him a -2 as well. The elephant grass would give him a -1 because there's one cover there. And the rubber plantation would give him a 0 because it has a 2 cover. So I believe, and again I could be wrong, that he wants to fall back to there because that has the most cover. So he's going to do that. So he comes out of his foxholes, goes over there. He's no longer pinned. He is exposed. And his PDF will swing back over here because this is where he was already firing. So I believe that he keeps firing where he was firing. We're still firing into here, which does nothing good for us. And what we have is one platoon who will bring him under fire. This way for automatic weapons fire. He's not going to fire because he's waiting potential contact, same as him. They're already firing. They're already firing. He can't fire. They were already firing at him. there, so they're going to continue to fire into there. So I should actually have a PDF there, but I don't have any because everybody's shooting every bloody where. So that's fine. So next one is this little gentleman here who is in cover and foxholes, a fire team, so a lat. Again, he is not pinned anymore. He is a fire team undercover on a US occupied card. Yeah, because we still have a paralysed team there. So he is going to be a draw of 5 and gets a 5, which again is a fallback. Okay, so he, potential contact can come off, is going to fall back off the board because that is where he would want to go. Way away from trouble. So there is no crossfire here now. There's no PDF there anymore, so this PDF just goes here. That's good. And we have, this has gone from automatic weapons now to small arms fire here with this man under fire. He's under fire. Righto, and then we have the bunker here with a leader and a small arms rifle squad firing up here. And that's the usual where they are not under fire but have placed a PDF, which is a draw of 3, and on a 3 they will try and do a concentrate fire. And he gets a 2, does nothing, and he's not under fire. Then down here we have the small arms rifle squad shooting up into here at the paralysed team. Wrong one, sorry. Who is not under fire but is open fire. In a delay action is a draw of 3, and he gets a 3, which is grenade attack, concentrate fire. So he is going to try and concentrate fire here. So again, a draw of 3, and we have grenade, infiltrate, infiltrate, so nothing, and he's not under fire. And then lucky last is this automatic weapons squad down here. Same thing. He is going to do a draw of 3 for concentrate fire, and he gets infiltrate, infiltrate, blast, and does nothing. Right. So that's the enemy activity check segment. So we're going to the mutual capture and retreat phase. So retreat any non-pinned, non-captured, paralysed team under a VOF. Okay. What do we got? Non-pinned, non-captured, paralysed team under a VOF. And we have no, it's pinned and no VOF. We have 3 platoon, nothing there. They're all pinned, so nothing there. He is pinned. Nothing there. Nothing. He's pinned. No. Vehicle and aircraft phase, we have none. So we're into the combat phase. So update fire missions, there are none. Evaluate potential contacts. Okay. So these were the only 2 I believe we moved into. We don't have anybody up here to do this one yet. So we need to have a look at these two. And we've got an B and a C. So we'll do the B first. Now, we have more than 2 cards at under fire, so we're at contact. We have and we have just gone back to engaged. We are not heavily engaged because we don't have any troops on cards with enemy anymore. They've all diddly-bopped out. Okay, so a B at engaged is a draw of 3. And we get contact on the first, rally on the second, rally on the third. So it is number 6 for a B, which is 7, package 7, ambush. Of course it is. What else could it be? So we get a squad with an RPG B40, which is one thing I had screwed up earlier. The initial squads I put out, I misunderstood, and I was giving every squad a RPG B40. So, sorry, screwed that. And that was simply because of the ammo table. It said S and AS squads, 1 B40 RPG 2. But it was only supposed to be if they actually got one. So we've got that team undercover, which is foxholes. And, sorry, that squad. And then we have another squad undercover, which is our last squad, again. And then we also have a machine gun team undercover. And the only machine guns we have is the 12.7mm ones, I believe. Or is it supposed to be... I might have screwed that before too. I'm wondering if it's supposed to be these weapon teams rather than the heavy machine gun teams. Because all it says is an MG team undercover. So let's just put it down as an MG team. So I'm going to use 1 weapons VC. And that should probably be the same rather than that heavy, but shit happens. Okay, none of them are spotted, so now we need to look at placement. And we're looking at this gentleman over here, so let's put that on there. So the first one we're looking placement-wise is number 3, which is right front max line of sight. So of course they've moved out to here, so this would be their front. So right front would be here, and we have a hill. So it's not going to go any further than the hill. And on top of the hill is some bamboo. So let's get rid of that hill card, and we'll build a hill. Okay, and here's our bamboo hill. Let's get my litter teams out of the way. And up there we have 5 VC with automatic weapons. Unspotted. So they can have that one. They're going to put a PDF down into here for automatic weapons fire. And bring this poor guy in the elephant grass under fire. Again, I've run out of PDFs, so that's that. Righto, second one. We're looking at placement 9, which is left front max line of sight. So now we're coming into here. So let's have a look at our terrain, and we have brush. So go. And again, they're going to go into foxholes like that. Give them an unspotted potential contact. PDF again into there with automatic weapons fire. So therefore, we have now a crossfire. And then lucky last is the machine gun team, who are looking at position 10, which is per package table, which is on adjacent card. So adjacent cards could be the mangrove here, or the rice paddy. Can't be on us, can't be on here because that's us, can't be on here because that's us. So we'll call the mangrove, well, in fact, adjacent cards can be the bamboo and brush because they're all unspotted. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment. In fact, because it's adjacent, we don't have to worry about down here. So I'm looking at a 5 and we get 3. So 1, 2, bingo there. And we have another village. More village people. Okay. Oops. Let's just turn that around that way. And we have more automatic weapons fire into here, unspotted, like that. They're all outside of our left boundary. Okay, so that one's done, which leaves us with the C. Nothing's changed, we're still at engaged, so we have a draw of 2, and the first one is rally and the second one is contact. Of course it is. And we're going to get number 10 for a C, which is a light mortar team, number 17, package 17. So we're going to get a 60mm mortar team. There we go, one mortar. Okay. So they'll be under the default, which is sorry. Just having a look back here. Yep, so the now it doesn't say undercover, does it? No. Now that's one thing I've probably been screwing up because, again, because it says cover marker foxholes, I usually give everybody cover. But it should only be if it says under foxholes or under cover or whatever, or under trenches or bunker or stuff like that. So no, I don't believe he gets anything. Whereas the ambush one, it said squad, RPG, B50, B40 team undercover, squad undercover, MG team undercover. And that's when I think the default cover marker comes into play. So no, the M160 mortar team doesn't get any bloody cover. That's the way I think it's supposed to go. So I've probably been playing this the wrong way forever and ever, amen, and I've finally seen some light that's actually going to help me rather than being a train coming from the other end of the tunnel. So placement of the mortar team is at number 5, which is rear max line of sight. So we're here, we're looking this way, so rear max line of sight, and this is a close or a long range, so it can only be 2 cards away. Sorry, here, so 2 cards away at his rear would have been here, but he couldn't see us, so it can't be there. So this would be rear max line of sight. If he had very long range, then it'd be 1, 2, 3. He still couldn't see. He could go there, and come through, but no. So we can't go rear at all. So then we have number 10, which is per package table, which says on at max line of sight, which still doesn't help us. So we get number 6, which says rear max line of sight again. And we'll draw again, and we get number 10, which says per package table. And then we get number 2, which says front max line of sight. Okay, so he could actually go here because we have an unspotted in foxholes, and we would simply have this guy as a potential contact as well. Right, like that. Firing grenades. Yuck. Which gives him 3 rounds, and he would be firing into here. Except he can't fire into there because this guy's already firing over here. So if he goes here, he can't fire on him. So I don't believe we can place him there. So where can we place him is what it comes down to. And at the moment what we have is we have the brush here, but again he's firing into there, so that's not going to happen. So it would be the rice paddy here, or here, or here cards until I can find the right person to shoot into here. So it simply be 1, 2, 3. And we're going for number 1, so he's going to be out there in the rice paddy by his lonesome, firing over to here. He's going to get his first one as a freebie, I suppose, because he has only got grenades. So do we draw for a grenade for him? Or is it an automatic hit for the grenade? And I can't see how it would be anything other than an automatic because just trying to think. If it was artillery, it would be an automatic hit. You wouldn't be drawing for a fire mission. It's an automatic fire mission. So I believe that this poor guy is going to take a grenade hit straight up. No questions asked. So he is going to be under fire like that. That potential contact goes away and that goes away. So again, it could be wrong, but to me it makes sense. Okay, so combat effects segment. Who is actually under fire? No, 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 yes, no, yes, nothing. Are these under fire anymore? No. Okay, so any pinned vehicle or infantry on a card without a VOF, remove the pin marker. So they are not under fire anymore, so that pin marker goes. Okay, firing but not seen. Not under fire, no pin markers. Under fire by this guy, so that's fine. Under fire by him and him, so that's fine. Not under fire. Not under fire from these 3. This guy is firing into here. That is not under fire. He's under fire. This guy is under fire simply from the grenade miss. I don't have to worry about that automatic weapons anymore because that was us shooting at him. So it's just a grenade miss in here. No, yes, under grenade fire, under small arms fire from here, under fire from here and here, and therefore we have a crossfire, not under fire, not under fire, not under fire. Righto, so 1, we will look at them first, 2, we'll look at us. 1, we're going to look at them. Okay, so their units under fire, and this is the first one up here. He is exposed, which gets rid of the inherent cover. He's in foxholes under automatic fire, so he's there for a big 0. And that is a hit on a veteran unit, and that becomes 2 paralysed. Okay, so 2 paralysed. If I can pick the buggers up. So 1, 2, and a small arms. Fire team. There we go. And they are in foxholes, and now they are pinned. Okay, next enemy unit under fire is this guy here, who is exposed in a rubber plantation for automatic weapons. So +2, -2 is zip, -1 for automatic weapons, and a -1 is pinned. And he's done. And that is the last enemy under fire. So us under fire again, so many to do. I'm just going to go from top to bottom. So this is our first one. So this is our 2 of 1 squad. We have +2 normal cover, intrinsic cover, +1 gives us 3, -3 for heavy weapons, which would probably only be automatic weapons, but we're going to leave it lie. So that wipes that. So we simply have a -1 for crossfire. And a -1 is a hit on a line unit. Gives us a casualty and a litter team. Oh, poor buggers. 2 of 1. Righto. So we have a litter team. And we have a casualty, which leaves us with a fire team. As the cherry on top, they are all undercover and pinned. Next one, so that's done. Nothing there, nothing there. All these guys which are under small arms fire. So let's start with these pinned ones here out in the open. So we have +1, +2 for being pinned with small arms fire. So we're at a +2 for 2 of 3 platoon. And a +2 is a miss. So no longer pinned. And we have the paralysed team at +2, actually is hit. And it's a green unit hit is paralysed, so no change there. So this paralysed team remains pinned undercover. Right. Now we have these pinned ones in cover here. So we have a +2, +3 with small arms fire. And we have a paralysed team, a litter team, and 1-3. So we'll do 1-3 first. +1, +2, +3 is pinned. So no change there. And then we have the last card, which is the reshuffle. Oops, and cards going everywhere again. Okay, so we did 1 of 3. Now we'll do the litter team at +3. And we've got the reshuffle. I'm just going to put it in the middle-ish somewhere. +3 is a miss to the litter team, so they are no longer pinned. And the paralysed team at +3 is pinned. So 1, 3, and the paralysed team remain pinned with the litter team just undercover. And then we have these little gentlemen who are +1 intrinsic, +1 cover, and we'll do 3 platoon HQ first at +2 is a miss. 2, 3 weapons at a +2 is a hit for a line unit, and he becomes paralysed. So 2 weapons 3 becomes paralysed. And then 3 weapons 3 at +2 is a miss. So paralysed unit is pinned. 3, 3 and 1 platoon. 3 platoon headquarters are simply undercover. And our poor little man here. Okay, so he has +2 intrinsic cover, +1 for being pinned, so it's +3. But he's under sniper fire, which is -3, so he's at 0. -1 for crossfire, -1 for concentrate type fire, so he's at a -2. And a -2 is a hit on a green unit. And that's a fire team. So he's gone from paralysed to fire, fire to paralysed, all over the place and remains pinned. Next one is this poor 3-2 platoon, who is at +1 intrinsic, -2 for exposed. He's at -1, -2 for automatic weapons, -3 for crossfire, which is a hit on a line unit, which gives him, again, paralysed and a litter team and a fire team. So 3 of 2, paralysed, litter and fire team, swinging in the breeze, pinned in the elephant grass. Rightio. Next one is all of these ones of ours who are in cover, and we have a grenade miss. So this is a +1, +2 for cover total, with a -1 for the grenade. So we'll just start here with 2-4 first. So we are, like I said, +1, +2, -1. So it's a +1 for 2-4, and a +1 is a miss. So they're fine. 60mm mortar team at a +1 is a miss. Mortar FO at a +1 is a miss. So all 3 of these are fine. Then we have the platoon headquarters, who is at a +1, +2, -2 for being exposed, -1 further for the grenade miss, so he's at a -1 total, and that is a pin. Excuse fat fingers again. So he is the only one pinned with all those units undercover. Next one is the contentious grenade. So he's got +2, -2 for being exposed to 0, and then a -3 for the VC grenade. So a -3 is actually a miss. Work that one out. Okay, now we have small arms here. So we have +3 cover, +1 for being pinned is +4 for this paralysed team. And +4 is a miss, so he's no longer pinned. And then this little gentleman here, another paralysed pinned team. So he has +2 for cover, +3 for being pinned, but another -2 for being in automatic crossfire. So he is at +1. And his +1 is pinned, so no change there. And that is that. So clean up. nothing changes along here. We still have heavy weapons, crossfire coming into here. So this guy is still under fire. We have all these guys under fire, and it's still heavy automatic weapons fire, but there's no crossfire at the moment. We are still firing into here. We need to fix that up next time. We have no fire into here, so they're fine. Not spotted, not under fire. These people are under fire, but it is now all pinned fire at the moment. Right, coming to here, and again, these people are under fire. All these are under fire. This guy's still under fire, but we get rid of the concentrate fire. So he's still in a small arms sniper crossfire. Not spotted. Not spotted. This guy is pinned in here, still under fire. These guys are not under fire. This guy is still under automatic weapons fire, so that's no hassle. Grenade miss goes. So these people are no longer under fire. That PDF can stay there because I need to do, again, a ceasefire. Not spotted, not spotted. Grenade goes away. Now, again, I think we'll have to roll for grenades from now on. Well, draw for grenades. So he is still under fire, but he is not exposed anymore. He's still under small arms fire. These guys are all under fire. And we have automatic weapons fire coming in, even though we have all pins, so it's still automatic weapons crossfire. So that's that. Not spotted, not spotted, not spotted, and that should be it, I believe. Rightio. So that's the end of turn 8. 2 turns to go before this schmozzle is done. So what have we cleared now? We have 1 clear, 2 clear, 3 clear. 4 clear, 5 clear. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14 clear of the 12 we need at the moment. So we have a little bit of flexibility, but we're starting to run out of troops a hell of a lot. So again, I'm terribly sorry about the length of this one, but with the amount of stuff going on, that's just what happens. I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say about the cover for the enemy. But I'm of the opinion now, which could be greatly wrong, that unless it says in the package itself that they're under foxholes or under cover or whatever the case may be, then they don't get any sort of cover. And it's just, if they just say cover, then we fall back onto the cover marker for the mission, which in this case is foxholes. So half of these troops that are out there that started undercover and there's foxholes everywhere probably shouldn't have any foxholes whatsoever. But hey, you live and learn. So take care, be good. I hope it hasn't been too painful. I know that it's not the best setup for you to see what's going on as such, especially with the way that the map is growing and growing out there on my left flank, and so we've got 4 extra terrain cards. Well, so let's be honest. We've got 1 extra column on the left. We've got 1 extra column on the right so far. We have 1 extra row on the bottom. And effectively, we have 2 rows at the top. that I didn't have room for. So if we have a look around that way, you can see what we've got is this was the open terrain, and then the machine guns ended up here in this jungle. So yeah, so we're extended effectively another 2 rows out the top. So yeah, it's become a little bit big and hard to manage. So that's what we've got. Be good, take care, enjoy your gaming, and I will catch you hopefully next time. Bye for now.